Hey everyone, how's it going? It's Aki again, back with another Clash of Clans video. In today's video, we're going into the Dragon Army. Because yesterday I did the 14 Invis walk with Root Riders, I was like, you know what? Why not try it with Dragons as well? You could do it with the Mass Dragon version as well, but this new army I created I think is going to work great. King, we're going the Earthquake Boots and Spiky Ball. Queen, Healer Puppet with the Giant Arrow. Warden, I'm actually switching to the Eternal Tome and Rage. Because we have no other spell support, the dragons do much better with that Rage Gem. I've been practicing with it. Royal Champion, I'm going to the Rocket Spear with the Electro Boots. You're probably thinking time's a problem, but it usually isn't. So I'll explain that in the first replay, and then we'll go into some Legends League attacks. But I will see you in the replay first. Okay, here we are with the first replay. The reason for this, I feel like it just does a better job explaining the strategy. And this base has done really, really well for me in Legends League. But what do I want to do? Queen, I'm going to shoot in towards the core of the base with that giant arrow because I want to set off that invisibility tower. I do so by lining up this army camp right here. You could have used the opposite side because it's the same thing, completely symmetrical, these compartments here, so you could have shot the arrow from either side. Royal Champion then would enter either in the top side or bottom side. For me, I was like, you know what, we're going to go Queen here. We're going to go Royal Champion from the bottom side, even though the Minion Prince is there. I don't really mind. Between that funnel, kind of at this mortar, I'm going to go Ice Golem, King, and then my Log Launcher, and a Super Wall Breaker to get my King in right away. The ideal hope is to get the King in towards the Town Hall, and even if that Invisibility Tower, if it's recovered to 45 seconds and it pops back up, I can use the King ability in the core. That's the plan, and then the Dragons, once you see all that path created, you can choose where they best fit from. So, kind of what I'm hoping for here is to get both sweepers out of the way. This one with the King, this one with the Royal Champion. That way, dragons don't matter where they come from. But mostly, I worry for my dragon entry point, depending on where the sweepers are. But let's see this. So we're going to get our Queen in from the corner, shoot that giant arrow, set off the invisibility tower, then Royal Champion right away, pop her ability. Ice Golem, King with the Yak, Log Launcher, Super Barbs, 3 each on the Bomb Tower and Wizard Tower to push the King in. The King decides to go to the outside for a bit, but then he hops back in, which is perfect. Queen has the Spirit Box up. You can invest some invisibilities in towards your Queen if you want, because you have 14. You don't have to use all 14 for the Royal Champion. I just wanted to pop that out there. Queen is going to take out the enemy RC. King has now made his way in towards the core of the base. I pop his ability early, which was kind of a mistake, but his health was getting so low that I kind of needed to do that. Royal Champion going to take care of the sweeper. And look, the King did his job. I was trying to get these invisibilities and push them, my Royal Champion, in towards Town Hall. I did that, but I let it get so low that those invisibilities were kind of a waste. So don't do that. That's one thing I kind of messed up there. And at this point, this invisibility tower is going to pop back up. All my fault there. I could have done a way better job, but you know what? It is what it is. I still have one more invis left to go. I was hoping the Royal Champion spell damage would take down that spell tower, but it didn't because it's going to go towards the scatter shot. Here, why do I choose my dragons down here? And why do you see 5 still saved? Well, I want these dragons to path towards these core defense. I want to take out the monolith early, and same with that invisibility tower. I know my Queen's going to survive over here, so she can clear up these top buildings. And then these 5 dragons are going to be used at this wizard tower to cut that path tighter for these 8 dragons right here. And then the warden is going to go with the main push. Sorry, I didn't mean to speed that up, but here goes the rage in, and now we have a minute and 10 seconds left to destroy the base. But obviously this replay was only 2 minutes and 27 seconds long, so we still had 33 seconds over. So even though you have 14 invisibilities, it doesn't really take that long. Queen's kind of stuck on those ice golems, which is kind of funny. I used the warden ability because remember, you don't have any healing, so you don't want to have your dragons taking too much damage. So through the brunt of the damage, you can use the ability earlier rather than later. I would advise, at least that's what's worked best for me. Now these dragons in the core are going to take that invisibility tower out, which was huge. Queen sniping down some Teslas. The Giga Bomb is going to hurt some of our dragons, but that's okay because we've taken majority of the buildings already down. Queen gets close to taking down this merged defense, but it quite doesn't. But look at this. We still have so many dragons that are going to cook through there. Some go towards the top side, so time's not an issue. But seriously, I'm loving this army so far. These 14 invisibility dives are crazy, but they're working. So I'll see you in the next one. Okay, let's head in for the first attack here. See if we get some 3 stars rolling in. Double invis base. That's okay. We are going to do the same thing. Try setting it off and getting some value from this Queen's Giant Arrow. So where's the best shot? I think top down looks pretty good. Or from 6 to the opposite side. Could that work? So how about we go from the Stark Spell Factory. shoot our giant arrow, set off the invisibility towers. I'm going to go roll champion at the opposite side. And then we're going to actually dive in towards a corner. Super wall breaker like this. Line a super barb so the king stays on track. It is a single target inferno. Don't want my king going down, so I might provide him an invisibility. Now we just got to keep an eye out on our queen. I'm doing two things at once here. Most important thing that I'd recommend for you guys, though, is to keep an eye on your roll champion. Don't worry about the queen. But roll champion has made it towards the town hall. That's excellent. King ability now to open up the back side of the base. And hopefully we can take out these invisibilities. Let's see. Town hall is almost down. I'm actually going to make it go invis because I do want to take out these invisibility towers. Hopefully we can keep the roll champion in the core. She's going to take down the monolith. And the town hall will automatically go down after that. Perfect, looking good. Next invisibility. Keep everything alive here. She's going to work on these healing huts. And then that merged building will come alive, or is it going to run away? Even if it does, that's okay. Take out that air defense. Next invisibility like this down here. She'll make it through here. And now let's just get some dragons. One at the top side, and then I'm going to fly into these key defenses early. Take them down, and then we can use our warden ability through them. Let's get a couple minions for cleanup. Ice golems up here. Lure them at, oh, sorry, the ice hound I should lure away. And then let's use this warden ability as we're about to hit that giga bomb and all those traps there. And then most of the dragons heading towards the core. That fire spitter is kind of crazy, scary, but you know what? It is what it is. Let's get these minions in here at that ice hound. These dragons should be able to clear it up, seeing how many of them we have alive. But that fire spitter does need to go down ASAP because it can do a lot of damage to your grouped up dragons. But even still, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 dragons, if I counted correctly, still up. And these dragons should be able to take care of the enemy RC, or at least get her down very, very close. 50 seconds left in the battle. Yeah, this space stands no chance. All these dragons are going to clear up these ice pops. They're going to slow some of these dragons down. But you know what? It's kind of surprising, and I know it doesn't seem like it would be true. Time's not really an issue with this army. If you can just be a little bit quick, you're all good to go. And it's a multi-inferno left to deal with. There's not really anything up at the bottom side, so these dragons should be able to path here. Hopefully some go towards the top side. Some got stuck in the NATO, which is okay. These dragons are pathing down here towards the enemy warden. Take them down. We're still going to be left over with 5 dragons. Rocket Loon there is just sitting there, can't do anything to defend himself. And the dragon is going to clear up that Dark Elixir Collector, and we get a 3-star. I'll see you in the next one. Okay, let's see if we can keep this up. So far, so good. I think it's going to go great. We have double invisibility here. Let's see. How do I set both of them off? Like, is it valuable? I'm trying to think if we just shoot an arrow straight across. Or am I tempted to get some of these air defenses? Because if I line up this barracks right here, I can get both of these air defenses. You know what? Let's test it. See if we get absolutely destroyed, or will we be fine? There we go. We got both of those. I'm going to go super wall breaker into here. We're going to go roll champion right here because her rocket spear shots should be able to deal with that. We're going to go ice golem, king, bunch of super barbs, log launcher, and let's see. I'm okay if the log launcher gets destroyed. That's fine. I just got to keep my roll champion safe. Queen's doing good. She set off the opposite side one. Nice work. Roll champion heading in towards here. Here comes the Yetis. They should be able to distract for the king. Make sure my roll champion stays up. That's the only thing we got to avoid. Invisibility on my king. And then I'm going to pop the king ability here. That should help the monolith go down. Roll champion working and grinding for that scatter shot. Pushes herself towards that air defense. I'm going to lure away those ice golems. Make sure my roll champion's fine. That's the only thing I really care about. We have 5 invisibilities left to use for it, and the whole base has pretty much been cleared. We've got this last remaining section, which I can just completely nuke away. She's going for the warden, which is fine. I'm going to get a dragon out here. Some little multitasking going on, but come on, there's a minute and 50 seconds left in this attack, and we still have 2 invisibilities left to use. One more here. We're going to take this mortar out too. Let's see, how much more can we actually get out of the roll champion? I'm going to get some minions here to clean, and you know what? I might just go straight against a sweeper, take down that town hall. Let's get the warden here and see what we can do. Look at this. 1 star, 66% before we used any other troop. I used the warden ability early because I knew there was going to be lots of seeking air mines there. Once we take out this sweeper, we should be good to go. Because I wanted to avoid this backside sweeper. Some of my dragons get hit there, which is all good. Most of the dragons should... Oh, they actually might be stuck on these ice golems for a very, very long time. Some turn towards the left-hand side because this last compartment is the only scary thing about the space left. And actually, I should say that backside air defense. But with not too many Seeking Air Mines left over, we should be good to go. Let's see. Can the Warden help speed things up? Let's take down that air defense. It's getting scary. But down it goes. And 50 seconds still left in the attack. Guys, I'm telling you, this Rage gem is the move. Don't use the Healing Tome. I don't think it's beneficial because you have no other spell support. You need it. It's essential for this strategy. That's one thing I will mention. But we still have 4 dragons up and 30 seconds left in the battle. And it wasn't too bad. Like 1, 2, 3, 4 dragons with our Warden. I don't know, guys. Really, really easy to pull off. You just got to focus on your role champion. I do a little bit of like extra stuff. I'm not going to call it a pro move or anything like that. But I'm comfortable with this strategy. So if I toss an invisibility on the king or queen, I don't really mind. I don't need to use all 14 on the royal champion. So just little things like that will come with time and like effort with the strategy. The more you use it, the better you're going to get. I'll see you in the next attack. And for those extra 4 camp spots in the CC, you don't need it. I'd never fill them up. You could also go the triple Yeti route too if you want. Totally up to you guys. Another double Invis base. Been seeing these everywhere. All good though. We're going to do the same thing. I'm going to shoot a giant arrow from this corner. Set both of them off, and look, we should be able to get some extra value out of it too. We get a... Oh, I thought we were going to get that backside. Okay, that's okay. Roll champion from the opposite side. We're going to go Ice Golem, King, Log Launcher, Super Barbs to keep them on track, a Super Wall Breaker to get them in right away. And then remember, our focus goes just on towards the Royal Champion. I'm going to pop the King ability here, Invis for him, keep him alive through the Royal Champion. Take a shot there. Royal Champion's going to keep pushing in towards the Wizard Tower. Next, invisibility. Queen's still doing great. Now I might do 2 things at once here and try keeping the Queen alive as well as my Royal Champion, which is hard to do, but it's actually not that bad because if the Queen could get this Town Hall for me, that's perfect, and she's going to keep pushing. My Royal Champion's about to go down. This is what I mean. Don't get too crazy where you lose the Royal Champion because, remember, that's the key to this attack. Queen's going to go down. At this point, it becomes even more important to keep your Royal Champion alive. And because she's so low, I'm going to be a little bit faster with using these invisibilities. And I lost it. There you go. I knew it. It's all good. Now let's just fly in towards this backside. I'm going to go a couple dragons over here to cut off the funnel. Rest, we're going to fly in towards the remaining damage of the base. I'm going to go lure the ice golems away. Baby dragon should come out and try helping here. I'm going to use a Warden ability, just so we don't take too much damage early on, because there is a fire spitter there. This dragon, I was tempted to use an invisibility to try taking down the queen by himself. It's not going to quite do it. Fire spitter's distracting. That's great. We've got minions left. I'm going to do 2 over there, 1 on the ice golems. Try getting them cooked. And I think we're going to be able to swag this invisibility spell. And this is what I really mean. There's a minute left in this attack. So normally people would be like, oh, time. 100%. You're going to have time fails. No, guys, I have not ran into that problem so far, at least so far. I might later, but if you keep things going like this and just use the little tips and tricks I've been telling you throughout this video, I don't think you'll ever run into problems. Look at these dragons, still alive, still have an invisibility spell. Nothing left that can harm them except Seeking Air Mines. But even them, the Royal Champion does so much damage on her dive that you really don't have to rely on the dragons too much. And the CC you can take care of, just lure them away. Ice Golems don't do anything, and most people are running them, so you'll love to see it. I'll do 1 more attack, and that'll probably be it for the video. I hope you guys are enjoying so far. Okay, let's see if we can wrap this video off with another another 3-star, I mean. Okay, weak base, but you know what? It is what it is. At least I'll be able to explain even more. No invisibilities this time around. So what do? Well, 2 things. You can snipe out some air sweepers, or you could take out some air defenses, or you could be like, you know what? I don't even care about lining up a decent shot. You could just shoot one from this collector here. You could go from this Dark Elixir collector to get these 2 backside air defenses. And you know what? I might go that route, so let's get the queen in. Watch this. Boom. Fire that off. We got both of them. Roll champion from almost completely opposite from there. And then in the middle of that, Ice Golem, Log Launcher, Super Barbs to funnel around. Make sure the king heads in where you want him to. And then from here, just focus on your Roll Champion. If you want, you can use some invisibilities for your queen as well. I usually tend not to unless there's like circumstance she's going to get some crazy value for me. Here comes the Yetis out of the CC. World Champion still diving towards the outside. That's okay. I might use the King ability here. It's doing well. Right as he moves through this wall, I'm going to use it. Now we're going to get the World Champion to take down the Town Hall, which is spectacular. Queen's still doing good. I'm going to use an invisibility on her. Next invis for the World Champion as she moves through these defenses. Hopefully the World Champion doesn't get lured by these Ice Golems, which actually kind of does suck because I don't want her to get bogged down on them. World Champion pushing. Again, focusing on those dang Ice Golems. She's not taking too much damage here, so I'm actually not going to make her go invis. And she's going to be now stuck. And then we can use these 4 invisibilities later as we deal with this backside portion. I don't want her taking any additional damage because remember, the most important thing is keep your World Champion alive. We've already got a 2-star without placing down any dragon. Next invisibility just like this. She's going to take out the scatter shot. I have 1 more left to use. There we go. And we're just going to fly into the most important section of the base down here where the most remaining buildings are. And then as we approach the monolith, we'll use the Warden ability. That is it. And we can start cleaning up at the top side with some minions. Archer down here to start with a little bit of cleanup. But look at that. Monolith is not going to stand a chance. And to be frank, even if this base was completely maxed, just its design is not built to defend this attack. I don't think really any base is right now because it's just getting crushed. Anything's getting crushed. And hey, you can blame the RC walk for that, but I know I get asked all the time, what's an easy army I can use? I say use this one. Why not? It doesn't really get easier than this. Like, Root Riders are super strong. They're still almost my number 1 option just because I'm so good with them. And, like, for me, they work so well. I shouldn't say I'm really, really good with them, but what I mean is just, like, I'm so comfortable with using them, but dragons are right there. And for the normal player or, like, casual player, even more, like, pushing in Legends League, this army, you can't go wrong. Guys, this 14 Invis, I think it's really working well for me. I love it. Some people might change it and drop some spells and add a Rage, Freeze, whatever you want, Skeleton spell. I don't know, man. These 14 Invis walks, I love. Switching them and being able to use some Invis on the Queen, sometimes on the King if he's under fire from the Monolith or like a Ricochet Cannon, lighten off the damage. I love it. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please remember to smash the like button and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. The 25,000 subscriber giveaway is now over, and the winners will be posted once this video goes live. So give me like an hour or 2 after, and then I'll get the winners posted on the community tab. Thank you again. I'll see you in the next upload. Peace out.